Hello, YouTube. It's Elise Dharma here, and I'm excited to do one of my first live trainings here on this platform. And I asked you for your feedback. What are you most interested in learning? And your feedback was loud and clear. We're going to talk about the 3 things that are actually working on Instagram today for. And I am super excited to share a few extra tidbits as well along the way. So I'm just checking in on our live stream. If you're here with us live, feel free to say hey in the comments. I see a few people on. And tell me where you're tuning in from. Now, you might also notice something going on behind my shoulder here. Shout out what this is if you're familiar with it, if you've seen it before. Yes, it is a reel, and yes, there's something on it called Reel of Fortune. Let me just grab it. It spins and it is fabulous. There we go. I am bringing this beauty out of retirement because we are bringing back the Reel of Fortune Challenge. Shout out to you if you've done this before and you know exactly what I'm talking about because it's happening very, very soon. Next week, in fact, starting September 26th. That's why I wanted to go live to get the news out there. But you and me are going to be working together on our reels to make a fortune. See how that works? So this is specifically for you if you're a business owner like myself. If you want to be a content creator, you just want to be Instagram famous, you can join us, but this is really designed for the business owners out there. Specifically, if you are a coach, maybe you offer in-person coaching or online coaching. The second type of business owner we help is a service provider. And then the third type of business is the product business. So whether you sell physical products or digital products, if you're running a business in any one of those fields, the Reel of Fortune Challenge is for you. We're going to drop the link in the comments so that you can sign up before we get started, or just head to reeloffortune.co. So let me put that back. It's looking a little empty right now, but come Monday, that's going to be filled with prizes. So that's why I love hosting the Reel of Fortune Challenge because, first of all, I get to show up live for 5 days straight. I don't really do that very often. I don't even really work with people one-on-one. So this is the best way to do so. And secondly, just for you showing up and working through your homework every single day, there's going to be about 10 to 15 minutes of homework. You are going to be entered in to win prizes. So I am, yes, going to spin that wheel and get some prizes going. So that's happening starting September 26th. It's not too late to join. Now, I want to dive into the 3 key things that are working today on Instagram when it comes to business. Now, let me know in the comments, are you using Instagram as a tool to grow your business? Feel free to share the handle or the URL to your Instagram as well. I would love to see who's here, whether you're with me live or you're catching the replay. Let me know. I want to take a look at your profile because I want to make sure what I'm sharing is super, super relevant. So today I'm going to cover the 3 key things that are working today when it comes to Instagram for business. Before I get into the nitty-gritty of Instagram features, I want to talk about the 3 key things a business needs. First and foremost, before Instagram. How does a business operate? Well, if we zoom out and do a big picture view of it, first and foremost, a business needs to be seen. It needs visibility. It needs to be known, right? That's why we use Google. That's why we use social media. That's why we have signage if we have a brick and mortar business. We want people to know about us because if people don't know about us, they could never become customers. So I know it sounds obvious, but first and foremost, a business needs to be seen. It needs to be known. I usually call that term visibility, but that is the first key, right? If you don't have visibility, if you don't have anyone knowing about you, they're not going to buy your offers. So first, a business needs visibility. And usually, if you've ever heard of funnel marketing, this is where funnel marketing kicks in. Usually, it's the top of your funnel, aka the widest part, aka the most people, the largest group of people who know about you. Now, when you have this group of people who know about you, the next phase usually gets a bit smaller because not everyone will become the second key thing that a business needs, which is a lead. So it's one thing to have fans and followers, but how do you get those people to become leads in your business? Now, every business is different. Some people track leads differently, but for a lot of people, leads are tracked through email. So number of people who signed up for their email list. It can be tracked by number of warm conversations happening, like who you're talking to, who's interested in your offer. It could be tracked by how many calls have been booked. So it all depends on your business model. But after visibility, that big group of people, you want to know who's interested in taking the next step in becoming a lead in your business. Now, after they become a lead, the third key your business needs in order to be a business is sales. Plain and simple. Business is not a business until it's generating revenue. Before that, it's just honestly an idea or a work in progress, but it needs to be vetted on the market by paying customers. So what are the three things a business needs? 1, visibility, 2, leads, and 3, sales. In this video, I'm going to break down what those features are that relate to those 3 keys on Instagram. Because Instagram, in my humble opinion, even though it's got a little controversy sometimes, a little drama, a little headache associated with it, it's still the best tool for business owners to get visibility, leads, and sales. So let's dive into all those features. If you have any questions, pop it in the comment if you're here live or if you're catching the replay. Okay, so when we want to get visible on Instagram, you probably have a guess of where I'm going with this, but the best feature or thing to focus on when it comes to Instagram and getting visible is Reels. You probably saw that coming, especially since I'm hosting the Reel of Fortune Challenge. So why Reels? Well, specifically, you want to make Reels that are going to get you in front of a new audience, because there's literally a Reels algorithm. There's a Reels news feed. So that news feed is designed to get your content in front of people who have already shown the algorithm they care about that topic. So when you're thinking about making a reel for visibility, you want to get in front of new people by sharing new information. You might want to share a controversial opinion, and ideally you want to share your face. I just think statistically, people do business with people, and they're more likely to care about you and your business if you're showing up as a real person. Now, you might already know Reels are good for visibility, but let's go a layer deeper and talk about specifically what kind of Reels are working right now today for business owners, because maybe you've dabbled in Reels. They've been around for 2 years now, almost. So here's what kind of Reels I'm seeing working today. The first is a talking head tip. What the heck is a talking head tip? A talking head tip is simply where you are sharing a 10-15 second tip by talking to your phone like this and posting it as a reel. When I look back on my Reels, the ones that statistically have done the best in terms of reach, engagement, and growth are just where I'm sharing a tip on camera and talking. That's it. The second type of Reel that's doing really well, and this is kind of new as of the last month or two, so hot tip coming your way right now. But the second type of Reel that's doing really well is what's being called original audio. And I'm actually going to share my screen so that I can show what I mean by this. So here is my Reels feed. And here you can see I created a reel called 10-second audio idea for business. Now you can go to my profile and you can play it, but I created my own original audio and I gave some direction in the reel itself on how it can be adapted for different niches. Then I went in the caption and I shared different adaptations and ideas for different niches. And then I asked people, what's your niche? Let me know in the comments and I'll add more ideas to the caption. So if you look through the comments, you'll see that there's been some good conversation. I've been able to offer free ideation, free coaching in the comments. Hint, hint, that's another tactic right there. So this is what I mean by original audio. Now my next step, if I click on this term original audio, first of all, I can see who's starting to use it, but the next step is for me to give it a name. So it's already going to be associated with my profile, Elise Dharma, but if I give it a better distinguishing name, for example, what I'm saying in this audio is basically, if only more people understood this, I could give that its same name. It's kind of like free advertising. Like the more people use this original audio, the more it's going to show my username and then whatever original audio name I give it. Now, whatever name you give your original audio, you can't ever change it. So make sure it's a good one. Okay, so that is an example of creating of original audio. And this one right here is an example of me talking to camera. This would be a talking head tip. And you can go ahead to go to my profile so you can hear it. But you can see I'm just talking to camera, and this does generally quite well versus any trend or any dance. So if you're a business owner who doesn't like dancing, doesn't want to jump on trends, you're in luck because you don't have to do that. I definitely recommend for you to experiment though. See what works with your profile. All right, so let's keep going. So we've talked about visibility. We've talked about what's working today when it comes to visibility on Reels or on Instagram. And, I went through a couple types of Reels that are doing really well right now because it's probably not rocket science to you that Reels are really good for visibility. Let's talk about the second key feature that's working well today when it comes to Instagram for business. And in this feature, I'm going to focus on the second key that a business needs. Remember what it was? Leads. After viewers, after followers, you want to find out who your leads are. So what's working today for lead generation? Oh, and I like that Tracy's asked me a comment. We're a roofing company. What do you suggest for home services like roofing? What do I suggest in terms of Reels? Let me know specifically, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so let's talk about lead generation. What's working today for businesses? Well, this is a feature that's been working for a while and it's still working today. Believe it or not, it's not Reels. It's stickers in your stories. This is another reason why Instagram is just a superior platform when it comes to business and lead generation compared to any other social media network. We have had story stickers. Now, keep in mind your stories disappear after 24 hours, but we have all these stickers that we can add to those stories. And two stickers come to mind that are really, really important and effective for lead generation. One is called the poll sticker. I love asking people a question and then they can simply tap option A or option B. And depending on how I phrase the question, I can follow up with them in the DMs with a resource or a free gift or just to help them out further based on their answer. So polls have worked for a long time and they still work today. We have had some students I've worked with use polls and generate over 100 leads for their upcoming workshop, simply by asking people a question and following up with them based on their response. So the other type of sticker that's working well for your story stickers is something that came out relatively recently. It's called the link sticker. Link sticker for all. You no longer need to have 10,000 followers in order to share a link in your stories. So yay for business owners, +1 for us there. So you can go ahead and share a link to your external website, your opt-in, your freebie, your call booking form by using that link sticker. And that is also a really great way to generate leads. Now, I hate to make this all about Reels because we do have the Reel of Fortune Challenge coming up. Link is in the chat or in the description if you want to sign up before September 25th. But I do need to say that Reels can also be really, really effective for lead generation in a couple of ways. Reels you already know they're going to get visibility. They're already going to get in front of new people. But if you can build in call to actions for people to follow up with you after they've seen your reel, that's really, really effective. Now you can build in a call to action in your reel itself or just in the caption. You can literally give people a code to be like, hey, drop me 3 red apple emojis in the comment below and I will send you a free gift or this free resource that I have in the DMs. You can also do what I shared in this reel that I previously shared. So I'll share that screen again so you can know what I'm referring to. But this reel right here, let's see, I'll pause it. This reel right here, I basically offered like free coaching, free ideation for anyone who played along with me. So if you're a coach, this can be a really effective way for you to get engagement going on in the comments. And then if someone is answering your question, you're giving them free coaching or free ideas in the comments, they are a perfect person to follow up with and send them a private message and just say, hey, I loved your comment. I'm here if you have any more questions. It can be that simple. So this is another great way to not just generate engagement, but to actually get leads from your efforts as well. So you can still use Reels for lead generation. In fact, it's amazing for that. All right, so we've talked about the features for getting visibility. We've talked about the Instagram features for getting leads. The last key thing a business needs is sales. Now, you've probably gathered from what I've shared so far what's working already when it comes to sales. Notice that, especially when I was talking about generating leads, I was encouraging you to generate direct messages or that private message chat. And that's because DMs are still working amazingly well for sales. As much as you can generate that private conversation, as much as you can help answer questions that someone has about your offer or whatever it is that you're putting out there, chances are you're going to help them get off the fence by responding to their DM. So DMs are gold. That's often where sales are made, especially in the online business space. If you have an online business, absolutely. Even if you don't have an online business, people will still often DM. I don't know how many restaurants I DM saying, hey, are you open tonight? Or I'll message a fashion brand, hey, you're out of stock in this size for this product. Are you getting more? When they have really good customer service and someone is on the other end giving me a response, the odds of me becoming a customer just went way up. So don't neglect your DMs. Now, again, I don't want this to just all be about Reels because the Reel of Fortune Challenge is coming, but I have to say that for closing sales, Reels can also do that. Notice that Reels can help you with your visibility, your leads, and your sales. It's crazy, right? Join the Reel of Fortune Challenge. Go to reeloffortune.co. We're starting very soon on Monday. So when you're looking at making Reels to close sales, in fact, this is exactly what I'm going to cover nitty gritty in the Reel of Fortune Challenge, because by the end of it, you're going to walk away with 3 Reels done, ready to be posted and ready to bring in sales. So during the time together at the Reel of Fortune Challenge, I want you to think about Reels that are really going to show not just the features of your offer or your product, but really the benefits. You also want to come up with real ideas that are going to help your audience overcome any objections or things that are holding them back. But like I said, good news for you, the 3 Reels we're going to make together at the Reel of Fortune Challenge have already been created, ideated. I'm going to help you adapt these ideas for your niche, and they're all designed to help you bring in more sales. So that's super, super exciting. So be sure to join if you haven't already. Tracy has a follow-up question. Tracy says, I'm brand new to marketing on Instagram. I would like your suggestion on content, specifically on Reels, posts, and hashtags. I found your courses and YouTube channel very helpful. That's awesome, Tracy. And you are a roofing company. You know what? The first thing I would do is I bet your niche is already, you'll find examples in your niche on social media. So my favorite thing to do is to actually open up TikTok. Open up TikTok and type in your company's niche. You can say roofing company. See what content comes up. See what other companies are doing, just so you know that there's a place for your niche on social media. 99% chances there is, but I still like to get the landscape. So go ahead and type in your niche on TikTok specifically, see what comes up. But I really see, depending on how your brand is positioned, is there someone who's the face of the brand? Is it you? Do you have team members who are more social media savvy? I can really see someone being kind of the face of your brand and talking on camera and leading viewers through, a before and after, or what options they have when they're choosing roofing materials, or why it's worth the investment. These are all the things that we're thinking when we're looking at roofing options. I would also focus on, because your business is location specific to your city, I would focus on making material and content that's about your city, because the algorithms are super, super smart. So if you're based in, let's say, Nashville, Tennessee, and you're making content that's related to roofing, related to Nashville, related to roofs in Nashville, the algorithm is going to know to show that to people who are most likely going to be interested. So sometimes business owners, speaking from experience, we have a tendency to overthink things, and sometimes we just have to get creating. So again, that's another reason why I'm hosting the Reel of Fortune Challenge starting oh so soon on Monday, September 26th. I'll be live every single day at 12 p.m. Eastern for a training, and I'm going to walk you through my entire Reels creation process. And by the end of our 5 days together, you're going to have 3 Reels done, ready for publishing. Head to reeloffortune.co to sign up. We get started very, very soon. I can't wait, and I'll see you there. Bye for now.